I was taking a nap. Holy shit! HMK once again. No, you don't have to adjust your calendars. It's not April 1st. You heard it right. Everyone is talking about it. First reported by the Wall Street Journal, a source you can trust. Nintendo and Netflix are reportedly making a live-action Legend of Zelda series through Netflix. What? Now, besides all the details, the most important thing you have to understand about this is the Legend of Zelda live-action series on Netflix! Oh my goodness, this can either be a really good thing or a really bad thing. Now the thing is, let's look at some things, alright? First and foremost, Netflix is making this. Is that a good thing? Well guys, Netflix has made some pretty damn awesome shows. They made House of Cards, Orange is the New Black. They have the capacity to make gold. But The Legend of Zelda is a very touchy thing. It's had its own like short animated series back in like the 80s, which was and the Philips CDI games, which were fucking blah. So when it comes to Nintendo laying out the property known as Legend of Zelda, it's kind of like iffy if anyone can handle that right. And whoa, man, get this shit off me, man. But I feel like they have the capacity to make this. Now, other details include that this is very early in development, alright? It's very early development. They don't have a writer, and there is no director so far. Alright, so we don't have anyone to like, you know, hold up against like, oh, this guy's directing it, he's made good stuff, this is gonna be great. Oh, is this guy writing it? Okay, we know this. We don't know any of that. I don't think they have a director, and they said they're looking for a writer. And once again, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. So far, it's happening according to the Wall Street Journal. And I'll leave the link in the description box for the actual story. Now, one thing I like to point out is that they describe this like this. They say, according to Wall Street Journal, Netflix, and all the rest of them, they said that the Legend of Zelda live-action series is meant to be akin to Game of Thrones, but for all ages. Anyways, so it's gonna be a great thing because I've seen some Game of Thrones, and for all ages that means little to no blood, none of that ultra violence, no sex scenes or no nudity or anything like that. Of course, we don't need all that for Legend of Zelda because that's not what it's about. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna have some very high epic fantasy scenes with dragons, the Land of Hyrule, Gorons, Zoras, all the goodness about the Triforce. And basically, the basic story that's been revealed is that it's basically gonna be Link looking to free Zelda from the forces of evil, and that's the basic story. We don't know if the series is going to follow any game in particular. We don't know if it's going to be an amalgamation of all games. We don't know if it's going to follow its own original story with characters based from the games. We don't know. All we know is that this is happening, and I'm so hyped for this, but they better not fuck this up. But honestly, when it comes to a company like Netflix, I have faith. And now this also debunks the sort of debunks the notion that Nintendo was gonna fuse with Disney. Rumors going around Nintendo should fuse with Disney and blah. But Nintendo did state that they're planning to take their IPs and spread them out to certain areas to, you know, outside of gaming. And this can be the first instance of that. You know, the Legend of Zelda IP, which is gonna be handled by Netflix to make a great new series that we have nothing about. Since very early in development, I don't expect any news about this or any screens or any, like, you know, scripts about this being leaked or shown off until next year. Hopefully, maybe we'll get something around E3. Maybe we'll have like an actual formal, you know, reveal, because apparently that they weren't really planning a reveal. The Wall Street Journal kind of let it slip or something, which is kind of weird, but we'll just have to wait for more information. This is backed up by a reputable source, so Nintendo, and Netflix. Holy shit. I just can't wait to see how this happens. I just hope this doesn't fuck up like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Because personally, I like the Super Mario Bros. I like the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but I mean, ugh. But yo, to tune on to Netflix. Oh my god, Netflix is gonna make so much fucking bank. Those subscriptions are gonna go up the fucking roof with this shit. Oh my god, I just can't wait to like tune in every week or every month to check out Legend of Zelda the series. I wonder if it's even gonna get its own name. Like maybe it'll be actually part of the chronology. Maybe it'll actually act as its own addition to the chronology to the games. Kind of how like, you know, Devil May Cry have their own games, and Devil May Cry the anime is actually part of the chronology of the games. And it might have its own subtitle, The Legend of Zelda Rage of the Ages, or Legend of Zelda Despair Awakening, some shit. I don't know. I'm just so happy with this news, and I wish I could tell you guys more, but of course, this is very, very early. This has nothing. No writer, no director, none to compare it to. None to compare it to in the sense for writers and directors. And it's only gonna be compared to Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, but you know, a all ages type. You know, not kids, only family friendly, but an all ages type of thing. So I really cannot wait to see what kind of deal this is gonna be. But I'm so hyped for it, and I really hope they don't fuck this up. I really, really hope they please don't. Oh my goodness. And you know I'm gonna be following the story from days on end because it's about gaming. It's a show about gaming. So I'm gonna be following this. So in order to stay up with the stories, in order to stay up with all this other stuff, be sure to click subscribe, keep the hype flowing by hitting the like button, and while you're at it, share and favorite with all of your Zelda fanatics. This is banking news. And at the same time, like and follow us on Twitter. Yeah, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. There you go, yeah. Until the next Zelda video, until the next news about Zelda the series, I'm an HMK, and I'll check you guys later. Oh yeah, you knew it was coming.